Yeah.
Tell her that.
Then show us.
I don't have it, but anyway,
You're gonna get so
it
much
is
revenue.
comical when the two of us get to cooking.
You're gonna make so much revenue.
All right, subtracting rational numbers. Okay, so yesterday we added, today we're subtracting. Very few notes, so that's nice.
Does that count for examples as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Subtraction is adding the opposite. Seventh grade is doing the exact same stuff y'all are, but just more like an introduction. Y'all, this is more like a review. Okay, example. 3 minus 1 is 2. That's common sense. But like I remind y'all and I'm training them, it's really 3 plus -1, right? And they were like, but, and I'm like, nope, we have to move to this place. And they'll figure it out that it's really important, but to them, that's literally 3 minus 1. I'm like, no, that's really combining a +3 and a -1. And I told them, I said, you've got to train your brains now to see those as positive and negative integers
You idiot.
and move.
I said idiot sandwiches. It's mean.
Okay, thought you meant I'm calling them idiots. No, Taylor. Okay, so just keep your means to yourself. Okay, so they need to get to a point where they realize that they're combining positives and negatives. Y'all understand that? Okay, here we go. I like, let's see, negative in front of another negative in parentheses. See, I'm putting parentheses. Turns positive. Example. 9 minus -7. Write that down. So negative and negative gives you a what? There you go. That's what that means. And 9 plus 7 is 16. Now remember, if that's an absolute value, that's totally different. Okay, that's very easily confused. Kids will see negative in front of a negative with inside absolute values, and they automatically change it to positive. It's because you've been trained to do this. Okay, so if this was a absolute value, remember this turns the absolute value of -7 is what?
7.
So then we bring down, and then that would be what?
2.
Okay, so see the difference? Parentheses, a negative in front of a negative becomes positive. But if it's absolute value, that rule does not apply. I showed 7th grade this, but not today, because they're still trying to grasp this, so I don't want to confuse them. You guys should know that. You spent a whole year doing this last year, so you're good to go. Let's do another example.
What's the note? Sorry.
No. All right. Emily, what sign is the 5? What sign is the 9? See, when y'all are in 7th grade, the very first week of school, some of y'all, a lot of y'all struggled with this. Now, y'all are getting it, okay? So, with the signs are the same, what do? And keep the sign. Look at you go. All right, so what's the answer here? Very good. Y'all have come a long way is what I'm saying. Y'all come a long way. And y'all don't even realize it. That's the best part of my job is watching when I get to keep my same students and I know where y'all started and how far y'all have come. It's pretty cool. Okay. -2 minus 8 minus -7.
Oh, you want me to do that?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. Circle -2 and -8.
Okay, but what can we do first?
Put a plus sign.
There you
on
go.
The 2 negatives.
I would change that first. You see those two
And then flip
negatives? I would change those to a positive and rewrite your problem. Now, Michaela,
circle the -2 and the -8.
because we're going to figure out those two.
Yeah.
And what do you get?
You're gonna get -10.
You
Plus
are correct. +7. Good job, my gosh. So refreshing to have y'all after 7th grade because they are just now learning this. And y'all just,
You're making me happy.
oh, I just get so excited. It's like I'm kidding. Okay, continue.
Okay, and then they're opposite or something.
They're different
so
signs.
You're gonna subtract and keep the sign of the bigger one.
Yep.
Okay, so it's gonna be -3.
Look at y'all. Okay, so different signs, negative and positive. So you subtract and take the sign of the larger, and the larger is 10, so it's negative. All right. Page 20. Examples.
Oh.
So open up your books to page 20.
How do you still have all that room at the bottom?
I don't know.
Page is measured.
Page 20.
One on.
Making sure everyone's there.
Right there.
You're there. Okay. We'll start small. 3 minus -2. All right. Gabby. All right, so we're going to change those two negatives to a plus sign. And what do you get? 5. Good job, Gabby. Emily, you've already had a turn, so I won't bug you. Taylor, -12 minus 5.
-17.
What?
-17.
You're correct. It's -17 because this is a -12 and that's a -5. Oops. Again, if that's still a little confusing, that'd be -12 plus -5. That kind of spreads it out a little bit better, but some of you may have already memorized it and you're good to go. Does everyone have this down? Michael, you still writing? Okay. If you're still writing and I move on, you need to say something. Okay, Michael, number 5. -29 minus -5.
Oh, you turned both.
then go to subtraction into admin side.
All right.
And then you're supposed to subtract,
Good.
and then you get -20.
Yep. -24. You subtract because the signs are different. Okay, I think y'all got this. Let's move on to something a little more challenging, just in time for wit. 621.4 minus 0.23. So wit, the first thing I want to ask, are they the same sign or different?
They're the same sign. No, well, one's a negative and one's a positive.
All right, one's a positive and one's a negative. So what are we going to do?
You can subtract.
All right, so then guys, okay, so which is the largest one?
621.4.
So is it going to be negative or positive answer?
Positive.
It's going to be a positive answer because this is the largest. So Whit, go ahead and solve this for us. Those of you that have forgotten how to do decimals, I'm writing it out. Remember the decimals, you line them up when you are adding and subtracting, and if we have a blank space here, you put a 0 there and you start subtracting. So Whit, when you are done working out, you tell me what you get.
I got 621.17.
You are correct. Very good. Now, if decimals, adding, subtracting, still giving you fits, if you're struggling on your homework and I say, show me your work, and you do not have this written down, I will not help you because this, even though we didn't solve it, this right there is like a reminder of how you add and subtract decimals. You line them up. Any questions about that? All right, 15. Good job. Aiden, 2/9 minus -5/9.
Would the answer be 7?
Well, hold on. What do you have to do first? You have to make the two negatives into a positive. So you're adding, in Aiden, the rule with fractions when you're adding and subtracting, and do you add or subtract the denominator? Okay, so what did you get? You are correct. Good job.
Do you add or subtract? No.
So write all this down. Y'all all caught up? So you got it? You got it copied? 17, Cecilia. 3/5 minus 7/2. Oh my goodness gracious, you made me so happy. Okay, what's my new numerator for over here?
15.
What?
15.
How many times 5 go into 10? 2 times 3 is? So 6. What's my new numerator over here?
14.
How many times does 2 go into 10?
5 times.
5 times 7?
35.
Write all this down. Remember, we look at how many times the denominator goes into the new denominator, and then we multiply that by the numerator. Okay? All right, so, Cecilia, are they the same or different signs?
Different.
Okay, so what are we going to do?
Subtract.
And take the sign of the larger. Which one's the larger?
35/10.
So then your answer is going to be,
Negative.
it's going to be negative. Do I subtract the 10 or does it stay the same?
67.
All right, so 35 minus 6.
29.
There you go. The answer is negative 29/10. Any oh, wet, yes.
How do you know which one is smaller or bigger?
You know what? You really, they have the same, when they have the same denominator, okay? 6 is smaller than 35. So just after, some people can look at this and tell. Okay, I was not that kid. I mean, like, even as an adult, sometimes I have to really sit and think about it, where some people just, my husband's like that. I'm like, so me, I have to get a common denominator, and then I can compare the numerators. Okay, any more questions? That's a good one, Whit. Because I know you're not the only one in here that was wondering that. Everyone good? Everyone have it down? Cecilia, do you have it down? Okay, so put your pencil down so I know. I think you're still taking notes. Okay. 19. We're back to Emily. Negative 3 over 4. Oh, this is ugly. Minus negative 8 over 9. Good luck to you, Emily.
This is
Godspeed.
Okay, so Emily, what is the first thing you want to do?
Add a plus sign.
Okay, because of these two negatives, she's correct. That's the first thing you want to do before doing anything with common denominators. That's the easiest fix, and it makes it less ugly. Now, Emily, since we're adding and subtracting fractions, we got to get a common. So what would that be? Do you know?
36.
Look at you go, man. The summer did y'all some good, I think.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Actually, yeah.
All right. So, Emily, what do you think is the new numerator? Yeah, 27 goes on top here. Now, 4 goes into 36 9 times, right? So then 9 times 3 is 27. I'm doing that for anyone that may have forgotten. Okay, so then 9 goes into 36 how many times? So 4 times 8 is... Yes, very good. All right, so now we can tell, since they have common denominators, we can tell which is the larger digit. They're both different signs, so we're going to, okay, and which one is larger? So our answer is going to be positive. So then 32 minus 27 is close.
5.
Yes. And what's my denominator? Because it doesn't change. Good job. Does that help with?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good job. 2 more and I'm setting you free. Does it ever put your pencil down when you have finished copying 19 so I know that you've finished? Okay. Let's start doing 21. Michaela, negative 1 plus 2 minus 4 minus 3.
Minus 1.
So, Michaela, once you have that written down, you tell me what to do.
Okay, first we're gonna make the minus into a plus sign.
Very good. These two minuses, we make them into a plus sign and rewrite your problem. Guys, it's Algebra 1. I don't think I have to fight with y'all really in this class. I can't remember too many people that were really, really stubborn. Taylor may be the most, but he's even, not really. Last year's 8th grade, I had some that refused to show all their work, and it cost them. You guys have come a long way, but I will tell you, you're in Algebra 1. Remember some of the problems I showed you that took up the whole page? You want to rewrite the problem each time you make one move, okay? All right. Michaela, what do I do now?
You can do -1 plus 2.
Okay. And what do you get?
1
Huh?
1.
1, you're correct. And then we rewrite our problem. Even if you can do it in your head, you might as well get practice in this. Seriously. 7th grade's already fighting me. Miss Rogers, do I even have to write the problem? I can just do it in my head. Guys, I know what's coming. You need to write it out. Okay, now what do you do?
1 plus 4,
Okay, and you get,
5.
and then your answer is 2. Any questions? Last one.
Me.
Gabby. 23. I have absolute value of -5 plus -4 minus 3 plus -6 minus -8. Okay? And rewrite the problem. Some of you are annoyed. You will thank me later. Okay? And what is that? Alright, and we're rewriting our problem. She's correct. Change out that absolute value. Some people would be able to do the absolute value and the negative in one swoop, you know, and that's fine. But I always tell my students, especially when it gets crazy, do one step at a time. And you can even use highlighters. But anyway, okay, so Gabby, what do you do now?
Since 5 and -4, you subtract.
And you get? Alright. Good. And what is your final answer? 0. All of that for 0.
Don't you love the elaborate zeros?
Yeah. We could just not done the problem and got it right. Just put the number in.
Right.
You're so right.
Does everyone have this?
No.
Okay.
Mr. Rogers,
Hmm?
you're saying I usually do write my work whenever it's a longer problem.
Okay. Taylor, you can do the next one. I've decided to do one more.
Yeah.
Okay, let me know when you got it. You got it?
No. Hold on.
Number 25.
Okay, let me start them.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, Taylor, you're not gonna just yell out the answer. Actually, I'm gonna write the problem and y'all work it out on your own. And then
What
Taylor,
What is this?
maybe that's a bad idea.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay, we'll do it together.
No, wait,
No.
no, let me finish, let me say the answer first. Like, give me a bit to get the answer.
How about now?
Oh wait, isn't it just never mind, look like
It looks uglier than it is.
Mm-hmm. Zero? Wait, no, 3, sorry.
Is that the answer?
3?
No,
Yeah. No?
no.
Oh, that's what you already saw that. I just finished writing it down.
Do you wanna start over? And we could do it piece by piece?
Please.
Oh, I am, Cecilia. I'm just letting,
-9.
it is -9.
Alright, I messed up the first time.
Okay, so talk us through it.
So,
We're gonna start with this ugly right here.
so basically, it's just -2.
Okay, so
It's -2.
wait, We start, here's the brackets, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, the brackets.
Okay, so we look, everyone look, inside that we're gonna start here in the brackets.
In the square bracket.
And then in the square things. And we start right here. A negative and negative is a positive, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to rewrite it. So I'm doing it like this to help y'all.
It goes back to -2.
Y'all can write down. Now look, right here, a negative, that's not absolute value. So a negative in front of positive is a negative. And so Taylor, negative in front of negative.
Positive.
Okay.
And so, the square root of -8.
You mean the absolute value?
Yeah, that's right. The square the absolute value of -8 is 8, and then you bring down the minus, and so it's
Very good. You bring that. So here it doesn't become a positive because of absolute value.
so then it's 2 minus 8, which is
What about this?
+3.
Okay, because of these two negatives, it's a +3. Now,
So 2 plus -8 is -6.
all right.
-6 minus 6 is -12. So -12 plus 3 is -9. The first time I accidentally did 2 plus 8. Wait, no, 8 minus 2.
Gotcha. All right, any questions? Yes, sir.
What do those little brackets mean and
So,
little squigglies?
They're
Okay.
basically just another pair of brackets that hold
Because-
together, right?
Let me show you real quick. If I were to rewrite this right here with just parentheses, because they basically are parentheses. But if I were to write that, you don't need to write this.
Let's-
Would that be confusing?
Yeah.
If it's all look the same. So they make them look different so that you can distinguish what you're working on.
Wait, so the brackets and the squigglies are basically the same?
Yes.
except
Yeah.
I
Yes.
don't even know what's going on in this problem. I was just trying to hurry up and write everything
Do you
down.
have it all down?
Yes.
Good. Okay, you're going to be doing page 20.
21?
I think just 20.
Oh man, what about for honors?
Hold on. Page 20. You're doing 2 through 24 even. Honors, you're doing six through 24 even, and also 36 and 38.
$36 and $38?
Yes. Bonus, number 26. All of this is due Thursday. And you have a quiz Monday.